Hey folks, I know it's been a few days since I've um, streamed, so just wanted to give you all an update. Since St. Joseph, I've had some health issues with my shoulder, and they've kept me in. It's kept me pretty much in a level of pain that's been pretty difficult to deal with. So I just wanted to give you all an update that we are on our way to St. Louis to a location that will be able to do imaging and ortho and take care of the problems. It appears as though I've torn a rotator cuff in my shoulder, but I'll let the doctors diagnose that. But it's really rough not being able to sleep. Just saying. But we did stop in Hannibal and met a whole lot of folks in Hannibal. Handed out a lot of cards. Didn't do a walk. A lot of the issues here, numbness in the hands and so on, in the hand and so on. So, but I just wanted to give you this update. I was able to do a little bit of relaxing, and I just want to take a little piece of this band that's in Hannibal, and I recommend you look them up. It's called Stone Hill Band, the Stone Hill Band, and they are out of Hannibal, Missouri, and I'm just going to play this one song and let you kind of get a flavor for what they're like, and then I'll be back. Well, let's reset it first. Here we go.
Do you mind if you gave me the band's name again?
Band's name is Stone Hill. In
Stone Hill?
Hannibal, Missouri.
Hannibal, Missouri. And you're Steve?
I'm Steve. Yep. Chloe, Mark, and
Chloe
Jeff.
and Mark and Jeff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stone Hill Band.
Thank you so much for swinging by and saying hello.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Enjoy.
it.
Good luck with your journey.
Yep.
Yeah.
When I was a young girl, well, I had me a camel. You weren't much to look at, just a free-ramble bed. But that was a long time, no matter how I tried. Those tears just roll by like a broken down dam. Make me an angel. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go. There's flies in the kitchen, I can hear them buzzing. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. You're welcome. Thanks for asking.
Okay. Yeah, I was hearing some noise. I was like, oh, wait a minute. It's the guys talking next to the speaker here. It's like, where's the noise at? So, yeah, so great. Was able to do a little bit of unplugging, spent some time with the band members, with Chloe and Steve and Jeff, and just a great little band out of Hannibal, Missouri. But I was able to talk to a lot of the locals that had shown up to the event there and give them a lot of cards, and been on researching and doing a lot of work. They are also on Facebook, by the way, and I did get permission from the band to be able to post whatever I had recorded. So we'll post a few more here and there as we go along. I think there'd be good fill-ins, probably good little intermission cuts for when we're having some streaming problems. So let's get back onto what's going on here. So this thing is about gone here for some reason. So we're heading on down to St. Louis to the hospital where I can get some imaging done, and we've got some pain medication, but it isn't touching the pain. So sleeping has been a problem, trying to sleep with this thing. So don't know how I damaged this shoulder, but we're going to improvise, adapt, and overcome nonetheless. One way or the other, we're going to take care of it. It's just going to take some time, and a little bit of a break here to give it some time to heal. Even though it's not healing at the moment, we're going to have to see what the hospital does down there in St. Louis. Maybe some cortisone shots, and then setting up some orthopedic appointments going east. Don't know. We'll take a peek, see what it is. But it's I'm 99% sure that it's a torn rotator cuff, because it's everything that goes. It's all right in here, and it just feels like somebody's taking a nice pick and going. But you guys don't deserve to put up with me when I'm in that pain, and I realize that. I know my limitations. You also don't deserve to put up with me being loopy if I'm under pain medication either. So I'm just working on that. But message is still has to move. The message has to move forward. This mission is still moving forward. We just have this hiccup in time to try and get things fixed up. We knew this was coming on a couple of, back in Colorado. I went and I saw a chiropractor. And Jen M, thank you for being in there, and thank you for walking with me. If anybody knows what I'm going through, it's definitely JM. So she's been here in real life, so appreciate that. She also did some cooking for us. Primo. Some chicken stew worked out really good. So I just wanted to let you know that there is some frustrations, and they're the same frustrations I've been talking about. The frustration, I got to use my right hand here. The frustrations that I'm running into are the lack of attendance, not just to coming out and walking with Grey Wolf. That's, I'm not going to be, a prima donna when it comes to any of that. But over the last week that I've pretty much taken off, and Gypsy has been out walking and talking to people on his walks as well around the towns while I've been trying to recoup. But I've been out researching, and I am seeing thousands of people standing up in other countries. They're standing up for high fuel prices. They're standing up for the monies, and for instance, in Paris, France, the protesting going on, and by the thousands of individuals over money that is being sent to the Ukraine. And I keep asking myself, why aren't we doing something in the United States? What I'm doing should be that vehicle for you folks. What I'm doing should be a way to do what you can see thousands and thousands of other people around this globe doing. We've had people have been on with me and talked about it. Steve Spurgeon came and met with us in Beatrice, Nebraska. And we had a panel prior to that. We've had Miss Mona Miller out of Branson, Missouri, has been on talking about it. We have had Miss Laura Lynn Tyler Thompson out of Canada has been on, talked about it. And here we sit. Here we sit. Yeah, and I did also reminded by Mr. T, thank you, that I've even been on with Dr. Pierre Corey on FLCCC's webinar, and we've talked about it. So, what is it? What is it that going to take to get U.S. citizens to do exactly what we see our friends in Germany, our friends in Europe, fighting the European Union? What they're doing, they feel it, they see it. Americans, on the other hand, are just like, someone else will fix it. I'm comfy. I don't want to lose my job. I don't want to get my family to be upset at me. So I'm just going to continue to go. Well, let me tell you, when this shit hits the fan, and it's coming, that job's not going to mean nothing. And they're coming after your family. I am so sick and tired of seeing these drag queens. I just saw one today from Plano, Texas, of all places. Texas had a drag queen in a family, all ages okay location with children present as they were saying that P-U-S-S-Y, singing and strutting his stuff and pulling his dress up. I'm ashamed that could happen in America. I truly am ashamed that we're seeing this kind of garbage in front of our children. And I would say a large part of that is the parents. What I'm seeing is millennial parents that are taking their children to these events. Shame on them. We should be looking, to, personally, I believe that's child abuse. It's child abuse. It is a shame that we're seeing that kind of stuff. it is a shame that we're seeing election theft in this country. And make no bones about it, there is election theft going on in this country. And it's interesting how the left, now mind you, I am not a Democrat, I am not a Republican. I am a nonpartisan. But I'm seeing what's good for me is not good for thee, and it's crazy. The Democrats on the media right now are, if you don't believe the November 2020 election, you're considered an election denier. Well, wait a minute. I heard Stacey Abrams denying the election, calling the governor-elect illegitimate, considering herself governor after she lost her bid. I've heard on many occasions Hillary Clinton saying that the election was stolen from her, and that Trump, when he won in 2016, was an illegitimate president. And we have got so many people on record showing and saying how this has been stolen from the other side of the fence. But the moment that a Republican candidate believes in this, like Carrie Lake, for instance, who I believe absolutely will be the next governor of Arizona, comes out and says that she believes that it was stolen, they call her an election denier. She dropped a bomb on them with 120 some odd pages of the other side screaming exactly the same thing about other elections, not just Donald Trump. So we need to get involved. We need to get people involved with returning this country to its core values. We're not getting that. We're not getting that at all. And I'm going to be honest with you. I get more attention with the individuals that I'm seeing around me on the streets right now than I am off of my somewhat sizable YouTube following. With just one of my channel sitting at 11,000 subscribers, in one of my videos, like for instance right now, is seeing only 56 individuals right now. What's wrong with those numbers? People don't care anymore, is what it tells me. They believe that someone will come along and save the day. That someone is the individual that is saying it. What will save the day is individuals like you and me combining our forces. Individuals like you and me coming together, combining our voices and our view. I have to be careful how high I lift this one. I have a sling, but sometimes the sling hurts, so I deal with it as best I can. So now I'm seeing disgusting ads from individuals of Congress that are actually saying that MAGA Republicans are attempting to destroy the democracy, our democracy. The same individual, and I'm not going to reward him by saying his name, slept with a Chinese spy. and we don't do anything about it. This isn't rumor. Just like Hunter's laptop was not a rumor, but you're being told it all is. That it was Russian disinformation. I gotta be honest. Yeah, I listened to parts of Putin's speech last week. He talked about the drag queens. He talked about what's going on in Western society. You almost have to side with him. Yeah. They're pulling out all the stops right now, and they're coming after us from every single angle. Don't let them get that. We can't rest on our laurels right now. We need people to start coming together and making the streets look like those that you can see in Paris, France today. Like those that you can see in, I believe it was not Finland, in Belgium. Unbelievable. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And I'm going to tell you, one of them, in, I believe it was in Belgium, they were carrying a "We the People" banner. "We the people will take the power" was what their banner said. In English. Denmark. That was Denmark.
Apologies.
So what are we going to do about it here in the United States? Are we going to just sit back and just let them run over you? I'm lacking the words. So in my downtime, I've been looking at a lot of resources, reading up on a lot of things, catching the stupidity, getting extremely angry about some of it, to the point where I have to get up and walk away from my computer. They're attacking us. Hey, J-Pol. Yes, and I'm even, J-Pol, I'm even seeing Canadians outdoing Americans. Now, I have nothing against Canadians, and I'll stand with my brothers and sisters to the north, but they represent 10% of the population of the United States. How many people know this? The entire population of Canada represents only 10% of the population of the United States, and they're outdoing the United States? Man, that pisses me off. It really pisses me off that I can turn it on to these stations and I can show you crowds by the thousands protesting in the streets for their freedoms in other countries. Except mine. I almost want to get one of those green screens and have it set up of me walking in front of those crowds. Say, what the hell is Grey Wolf doing in Denmark walking in front of these guys? Thank you, Coda. I appreciate you so much. You take care of that RV. I'll take care of this shoulder one way or the other. But one of the things, just so you know, is that with what I'm avoiding in hurting myself, I mean, I can't reach out. I can't do this with my other arm. I can't do this with my other arm. I can lift. That's what the weird thing is. I can lift weight with my other. I just can't go out to the side. I just can't go out to the front. Can't put my hand on my head. Can't put my hand behind my back. The weird part is that, you know, normally if you take a needle and you poke yourself, it's ow, and you pull it away and the pain's gone, right? This, you hurt it, and it like for like 60 seconds, and then it's like, oh yeah, turn that damn machine off. So yeah, no, I'm not going to do that, K Guardian, but I'm just, she's admits it's like, you see, you know, I've been seeing the green background technology being used for um, Ukraine, president of Ukraine. Putting him on the front line when he's sitting in a studio. So it's been angering me. It's been angering me a lot. We did have a breakdown before I left Reno. I tried to think of things that would break down on me, so I changed them. I changed the alternator. I changed the water pump. Lo and behold, this morning we fired up the alternator, which is a couple of months, June 26th. Finito. So we're stuck at a location right now waiting for a part to come in, at which they're going to bring up and deliver it to us tomorrow morning so that I can get to where I need to go, which was where I was supposed to be in an MRI tube today. So it's all right. Another day. Another day. When I get east of the Mississippi, I will be on US 40. I've put it up on graywolfwalk.com on the Illinois, under Maps, Illinois. Difference is I won't be coming down and coming in onto 140. I'll be coming in from St. Louis. I had a conversation with the VA about it, but when I was, you know, when I was back in St. Joe, I was talking to the VA and asking them what I should do. None of the VA clinics are capable of doing this. This has to be done at a medical center. They recommended I go to Leavenworth. But going to Leavenworth VA would have been a backtrack for me. So I started looking at, well, what are the medical centers that are east that I can kind of route to? And St. Louis is the best shot. Now, hopefully they have a heart there, because working with the VA is working with social life. And hopefully they don't need there for days or weeks to try and get imaging done. Hopefully I can get the imaging done relatively quick, maybe get some cortisone shot, something to be able to sleep. Right now, that's my biggest problem, is a lack of sleep. So I'm going to be working on that. So, yeah, so keep an eye on graywolfwalk.com. So graywolfwalk.com, the admins over there do a wonderful job at updating the top segment. We do have, by the way, a new postcard kind of layout. Oh, I was telling you, my neck muscles are stiffed up because I do all this avoidance. So that's a large part of what, you know, trying to deal with the walking and deal with day-to-day functionality really is really tasking. So well, good luck with that, Regina May. So I just want to make sure that everybody understands I'm still out here. I'm still trying to get the people out. And I'm thinking that there's a way to be able to land into an area that is receptive, walk that community and gather people. And then from that, be able to spread that to the next community. Some of that, not all of that. But then to understand that these communities have to get involved. There are communities that need to get involved that I'm not walking through. They all need to get involved, which is why it's so important to share on every social media platform. I did get a response from Ron Johnson's office, Senator Ron Johnson's office today. I'm hoping that something's going to come from that. I'm hoping to hear soon from Senator Josh Hawley. And I've invited them to walk with me. So Senators Cruz and Senator Hawley have been notified, and I'm waiting for the response. I am also waiting for something that kind of a secret at the moment. I have to wait until I get it confirmed. But a big name that has just started doing some more podcasting, or some different podcasting is going to be coming up. One of the things that we have to talk about is really the core of why I'm out here. I'm out here because of the state of emergency. To bring people to recognize that the state of emergency is the worst thing for America, and it needs to be ended. Now, I met with senators and congressmen back in March, which you can see those meetings on graywolfwalk.com. Just reading. Yeah, that's not going to happen. You're going to reverse the law? Yeah, that's not going to happen. Thank you, Casey. So, y'all have to understand something. There is a lot of people out there, they're naysayers, they don't understand squat, that are saying, well, you know, Biden's not going to sign anything, he's going to veto whatever comes out to end the state of emergency. Good luck with that. Go to 50 USC 1622. Let me say that again. 50 USC 1622, 202 by 1 by 8. Okay? 202-1A. A joint resolution from both houses can terminate the state of emergency. Or the president can terminate it. Now, it doesn't say that it takes a joint resolution and the president. It says the joint resolution, or you go to number 2, the president. So don't be fooled. There's been two bills, one on the Senate side, one on the congressional side, on the House side. The one on the Senate side was Senate Joint Resolution 38. It was passed in the Senate 48 to 47. There were two Republicans that did not vote. There were also two Democrats that did not vote. No Democrats voted for the bill, but it still passed 48-47. That was SJ Res 38. It was sent over to the House, but it wasn't adopted by a committee. Key words there, keyword, committee. So since it wasn't adopted by a committee, you cannot run a discharge petition on it. But earlier in 21, the House started a joint resolution of the same verbiage. Joint Resolution 46, known as HJ-Res 46. Well, it wound up in committee. When it wound up in committee, now it can have movement by way of a petition known as a discharge petition, to discharge it from the committee it stands in. Puts it out on the floor for a vote. So there's a petition. It's called Discharge Petition number 12. Discharge Petition number 12 in reference to House Joint Resolution 46, or HJ-Res 46, which ends the state of emergency by joint resolution. Now, we'll have to do our work. If you are in, you get with your congressman and you put the pressure on your congressman and you say, I want your signature. You can do the research and find out if their signature is present. I can tell you in District 6, Missouri, I'm in right now, Sam Graves is the minority chairman, minority leader of the Transportation Committee in the House, which is where we're stuck. And he hasn't signed the petition. Call Sam Graves' office and give him hell. Why have you not signed? Now, what really pisses me off is I met with Sam Graves on March 8th about this. Mum's the word. Never said a single word. I sat there and spoke about the Senate passage of the bill that was the same verbiage. In one ear, right out the other ear. You folks in District 6, Missouri have a problem with Sam Graves. I'm telling you that. You need to call his office and you need to let Sam Graves know why is it that his name is not on the discharge petition number 12 in reference to HJ-Res 46. Why? Put the pressure on Sam Graves and do your research. Find out by going out to HJ-Res 46, go to the statement for discharge petition. When you look in there, you can actually bring up the congressional discharge petition roll call. And you can see that there's 126 signatures. We need 92 more signatures to remove it from committee. They're going to drag their feet on this, people. So we need to get it rolling. We need to get people calling their House reps daily. Hey, how come you're not on the discharge petition? The link is in the chat. How come you're not on the discharge petition number 12? Get your butt together and get it on there now. Period. Get your name on this discharge petition. And when this petition hits the floor, you vote yay on HJ Res 46. We're not done. We still now need to go back to the Senate and let them know HJ Res 46 is coming over from the House once it's voted on. You guys need to vote on it again, even though they already did on their own bill, in order to have that joint resolution and the state of emergency. So many people are sitting there looking and saying, well, Gray Wolf, the mandates are over. This is a real bad thing you're doing here because there's just nothing here that it represents. Bullshit. That's what I tell you. Bullshit. The state of emergency is what is feeding these monsters. It's feeding them. Billions and billions of dollars it's feeding them. It's not just about mandates. Even though my brethren in the military have had 51,000 plus individuals removed. Breach of contract. Sometimes dishonorable discharges for refusing the jab. That's okay. It's okay that the VAERS database is not updated correctly with information showing how many people are injured. That's okay. It's okay that Pfizer and Moderna are lying about the side effects. That's okay. You can get a head of lettuce that comes out of California, gets 3 people sick, they recall the whole damn field. But you have people dying from a jab, and they want you to do more of it. If we become this in the United States, we really have become this. They are going to continue to renew the state of emergency until it is ended. The pandemic is over. The resident said it was. We heard him say it's over. We have got countries out there saying that the injured or that the lies coming out of these big pharmas show that nobody should be getting a needle put in their arm. No one. But then you get those people out there saying, oh, those people that don't get vaccinated, there's a problem. Well, I'm old enough to remember all these people getting on TV and saying that if you got the jab, you wouldn't get the virus. And you won't catch the virus or pass the virus on. I'm old enough to remember very high-level people. I won't say their names because they'll take out my YouTube channel for that. But they did it last year in order to tell people to do it. Yet those same exact people have been diagnosed with the virus multiple times after multiple jabs. When are we going to take the dunce cap off, folks? Huh? Read. Open your eyes, wake up, and let's go get these assholes out. Let's make them accountable for what they have done to this country. Walking across this country, we've seen small business after small business after small business closed up, boarded up. You see what they're doing? You can go to a Walmart, but you can't go to a mom and pop. You can go to a Costco or a Sam's Club, but you can't go to a mom and pop. I'm telling you, I even saw, no. I'll be labeled a conspiracy theorist. I'll leave that one out. To go do your research on tampons. Let's give you that. So that's just what we have to do, folks. We have to let our friends, our families know this is happening. If you're going to disown me, disown me. Trust me, I feel disowned myself. My new family is the family of people that believe that it is going to take us to take it back. People like Gypsy, like Mr. T, like JM out here, like Texas Girl, like Giovanna, Mama. They're all fighting this with me. Weathercat. If I forgot anybody, I didn't forget you.
The whole Wolf Pack team.
The Wolf Pack team. Thank you, Mr. T.
No I in team.
Yep. So this is it. It's an absolute tragedy to sit here and watch a country that I grew up in get flushed right down the toilet and not have a single American stand up. Come on. Gypsy and I will be walking more east of the Mississippi than we had done west of the Mississippi because there's denser population, towns are closer together. Come and find us. We'll be on US 40. Help us out. Well, thanks, Katie. Cooking is always welcome. We do have some folks that said that they would cook the further east we get. We're still trudging that direction. We'll be delayed a little bit depending on what the hospital says that I've got to do. We're hoping that the orthopedic surgeons can look at me quick enough to find out what has to happen. So, we just have to work on that side of things, Improvise, adapt, and overcome. We'll make it happen. One way or the other, we're going to make it happen. So, I just got to work within the system. But that's another reason why I haven't been out there walking. And I can feel it. I can feel it coming on here. I can feel it. I need to get out and walk. I keep saying to everybody, I got to get out and walk. But just trying to walk around Beachy right now is painful. And it's not painful on my legs or my feet. It's painful right here, right in this shoulder. Just the weight of my arm causes a pink, pink, pink. It's like laser shots going off in my eyeball. So I got to get that dealt with. But that shouldn't stop you guys from sharing this out. That shouldn't stop you guys from letting people know that don't sit on your laurels. We're in October. We need to give them a surprise. They don't want to see thousands of us clogging up the streets. They don't want to see that. So we need to give them what they're afraid of. Us. They're afraid of us. In the flesh and blood, not wrapped in metal. Feet on the ground, voices on the phone. Get on the phone with your congressman. Hell, get on the phone with your senators. Let them know we want this state of emergency ended. You end that, and the money that's going to all of these programs gets cut off. You cut off the money to the big pharmas. You cut off the money to the hospitals and the healthcare's charge masters. It's there. You cut off all of the oh yeah, Angie, vote. I understand that there's cheating that's going on in the vote. Trust me, I understand that. But the more people that show up to vote, the harder the cheat. The harder the cheat, the easier the detection when they do cheat. Not to mention that it's a midterm, so they're going to have a hell of a time. They're going to have to cheat a hell of a lot more. But keep an eye on the districts that are questionable. Keep an eye on them. If, Article 2, Section 1 of the Constitution and our 12th Amendment gives the states is the only way to change the law when it comes to your federal votes. You still have states out there from 2020 with drop boxes that are unconstitutional. Tailgate parties, people. Break out the camping equipment, break out the surveillance trail cams, and park your asses next to every single box you see. Yep. But vote. That's an absolute must. And you need to vote in person. You need to take a paper copy of your vote. It's on electric systems. Can you tell them at a truck stop? So plan your tailgate parties accordingly. Find your folks that'll rotate your campers through there so that you're set up and you can watch every single one of those $415 million worth of boxes that Mr. Zuck did, that Zuckerbuck did. Okay. That's Mike Lindell's term. I'm waiting for an email back from him too. So let's see if we can get Mike to replace my shoes, my slippers. 2 years they had a blowout. Oh, you can make it fun, JM. You can actually make it fun. Talk about a tailgate party. Make that a tailgate party. But my point of that is that these boxes in some of these states are unconstitutional because they were not decided upon by the state legislatures. They were decided upon by the secretaries of states, the governors, and the Supreme Courts of the states. That's anti-constitutional because that's not what it says in Article 2, Section 1, or in the 12th Amendment. So it's an anti-constitutional act for them to accept ballots that are put in these boxes. That's just one way of watching. That's just one way. Keep the pressure on your Secretary of State's office too. Let them know that you're going to be watching. Your county voter registration offices. Let them know you're going to be watching. Set yourself up with surveillance in your own vehicle. Park in their parking lot. Look to see how many people are going in and out of the polling centers. Just make sure you're 1,000 feet away. Get a good camera. In any case, it's important that we get this state of emergency ended. We're 22 days from the most important election of our lifetime, even though there's no president on it. We need to take back the House and the Senate with this vote. Now, I say we. I'm not a Republican, but the Republicans do need to take back the House and the Senate. And they need to force Nancy Pelosi out of her seat. Take the gavel away. As far as I'm concerned, throw her in a jail underneath the damn Capitol building. Every single one of these frauds has to be exposed. And if any Republican gets in there that pulls a Mitt Romney on us or a Cheney on us, we need to let them know who they work for. We can do that through walks. Isn't that ironic? You walk with 10,000 people down the streets of the state capitol building, and you watch what kind of attention you get. Don't drive, walk. And you let them know that they work for us. And it's the thing. You get one of your congressmen, like District 6 Missouri, I'm in right now. Here in Missouri. One moment. Yes, please.
There's a cry of freedom sweeping around the world today. And here we have it all, life and liberty. Still we give the dream away. No more can we afford to stand around, set inside our ways. Wake up in the USA. Wake up in the USA. Help others when you can. Respect your fellow man. Can't you see the times are changing? When priorities are wrong, we've got to stand up strong and rearrange them. It's time that we wake up and see our freedom was never free. So wake up in the USA. You know what you need to do. Don't give up, you gotta push on through. Quit closing your eyes, pretending that you don't see. And if you think you'll just spectate, it's too late. We all live here together, from sea to shining sea. Now there's a cry of freedom sweeping around the USA. No one can take the sunlight or the breeze. No one can turn our blue skies gray. Now everybody join together with me as I pray. Wake up in the USA. Wake up in the USA.
But anyway, get the need to get this on track. Get the people. We get the people out here. Get them out and about. And as far as I'm concerned, all 50 states, and get organizing your individual state houses. Get out there and check out the Discharge Petition 12, HJRS 46, and let's get these asses out. You know, we've got to do better. We have to do a lot better than what we've been doing. So many people have sacrificed. So we have to get them out of. We have to get them out. So the only way to do this is to use our constitutional rights. Our constitutional rights give us this power. So the power comes from the people. And the people have that power, they just don't. I'm thinking that people are afraid. I'm thinking that people are scared of being canceled. They're being scared into thinking that if they do something, they're going to lose their job. They're in there and so on. Ma'am? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard that. I saw that. So you're far from a true patriot. You're an ass. You're not a true patriot. You've just been looking for, since the day I left Carson City, you've been in here under different names, probably 200 different names by now. You're a POS. I disdain you. And you sit there and you talk about, just go home. Well, that old relic won't leave Nevada. Well, guess what? We're in Missouri. And this old relic made it way past Nevada, okay? And this old relic is going all the way to D.C. So, right along with Mr. T and with Jesse. And I'll tell you what, if you had one stitch of love for this country, you would shut your effing mouth and you would leave us alone. Hundreds of different names that you have masqueraded at, and you think you're righteous. You're nothing but a creep, a punk. And I invited you here. Come on out. You're gutless punk. That's what you are. Leave us alone. We'll keep deleting you every single time you come up. Now, it's people like that they just keep saying, go home, boy. Go home, boy. Paid opposition? I don't know. Maybe. I'm going nowhere. And I've been dealing with this stuff for damn near a year. Out here for damn near a year. I left my home on February 21st. That POS is still sleeping in his mama's basement on a nice, warm, cozy bed. So, throw you under the bus every freaking time. Sorry. Anyway, I'll boo-hoo you. Take you on one-handed. Bring it on out. I keep inviting you out here, talking about slapping me down. That's what he said. You guys don't see everything this guy does, but he sends me emails about how he's going to catch up to me and he's going to slap me down, boy. I'll show you what a man really can do. So it's just a POS. It's a punk. Dealt with many of them. Maybe I need the endorphins. Take an endorphin shot. So in any case, notify your family. Let them know this stuff's happening. I try to be as calm and cool and collected as I possibly can with you folks. I don't want to seem like I'm, I don't have all the answers. I just have a structure. I have a structure that is in the written word of our Constitution. It says in our Declaration of Independence that we have the right to alter or abolish any form of government that is destructive of the ends. In the ends, there's life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And they are destructive of those ends. So we need to take them out. We don't want to be considered terrorists following our own constitutional documentations. So we need to believe in the originalism and in the textualism. We need to believe in the fact that we are looking to make America great again. And if we're getting the heat from the other side, like go home, that's the fuel that says, then we must be doing something right. Even though it's baby steps along the way. So we can make it. We just have to get people off their damn ass. Get them out and get them talking. And we'll make this happen. I have no problem. He says sorry, Casey. Just hearing whatever that was, it was in the background.
Apologize.
I just heard I'm sorry about that.
Apologize.
So yeah, and Gypsy as well. They're watching things tick by here, so put it out there, folks. Let's try and think out of the box. Let's think out of the box for just a minute. Okay. What really is weird is the damn nerve tinglies that get in your armpit. It feels like somebody's taking an ice cube and sending it down my shoulder or my arm. Yeah. Oof. We need to get the people out. Tell everybody exactly. Yeah, Brad. Darren Casey, is he running for Congress? Is that right? In that district around Effingham? I think I ran an Effingham shot of whose district that was. So, local walks. Let's end this. Let's make people accountable. The Declaration of Independence is on our side, even though there are those who say, well, no one's going to listen to you on that. We have to educate them. Educate the Constitution. Our schools won't do it anymore. So we need to do it. So I'm not tired of doing what I'm doing for this country. I'm tired of the pain. You know, I get rid of this pain. It's on. It's on now, but that'll allow me to get my head in the game a little bit better. So just know that. So, folks, we've given you the update. We're an hour and 12 or so minutes into this. Check out that band. They're a great band if you're in this area. Hannibal, Missouri. Stonehill Band. Chloe, Steve, Jeff, Mark. They're really great performers. So I see that Giovanna posted the link to their Facebook page if you're interested in checking them out. And I would like to leave this on playing that Bonnie Raitt. Is it Bonnie Raitt? I think it's Bonnie Raitt. Bonnie Raitt. Anyway, Bonnie Straight. My head's not there. Yeah. Anyway, she does a wonderful job, Bonnie Raitt, and she does a wonderful job. And there's been subbed to Stonehill Band on Facebook. Oh, cool. Very cool. Anyway, I'm working out in there, K Guardian. So I'm going to go ahead and leave you with that, and then I'll pick it up. I'll pick it up later down the road. We were supposed to be at the hospital today, but we had a little setback, so we're going to be in the MRI tube by this time tomorrow, I hope. So, and we'll be looking at what we can do. Love all you guys. I'm gonna leave you with this. I'll talk to you later.
Do you mind if you give me the band's name again?
Band's name is Stonehill. In
Stonehill.
Hannibal, Missouri.
Hannibal, Missouri. And you're Steve.
I'm Steve. Yep. Chloe, Mark, and
Chloe,
Jeff.
and Mark, and Jeff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stonehill Band.
Thank you so much for swinging by and saying
Yeah.
hello.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Enjoy.
you.
Good luck with your journey.
Yep.
Yeah.
I am an old woman named after my mother. My old man is another child that's grown old. The dreams were thunder and lightning was desire. This whole house would have burned down, but a long time ago. Make me an angel. From Montgomery, make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go. When I was a young girl, well, I had me a camel. You weren't much to look at, just a free-ran affair. But that was a long time, no matter how I tried. Those tears roll by like a broken down dam. Make me an angel. From Montgomery, make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I There's flies in the kitchen, I can hear them buzzing. I ain't done nothing since I woke up today. I'm helping a person go to work in the morning, come home in the evening without nothing to say. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. You're welcome. Thanks for asking.
There's a cry of freedom sweeping around the world today. And here we have it all, life and liberty. Still we give the dream away. No more can we afford to stand around, set inside our ways. Wake up in the USA. Wake up in the USA. Help others when you can. Respect your fellow man. Can't you see the times are changing? When priorities are wrong, we've got to stand up strong and rearrange them. It's time that we wake up and see our freedom was never free. So wake up in the USA. You know what you need to do. Don't give up, you gotta push on through. Quit closing your eyes, pretending that you don't see. And if you think you'll just spectate, it's too late. We all live here together, from sea to shining sea. Now there's a cry of freedom sweeping around the USA. No one can take the sunlight or the breeze. No one can turn our blue skies gray. Now everybody join together with me as I pray. Wake up in the USA. Wake up in the USA.